another edition of Talking Stars. I am, as always, your host, Shannon, and today I kind of have to be a little bit quietly. My voice hurt from yesterday a bit, and everything as well. Because, I don't know how many of you guys know, but apparently Obi Wan Kenobi got confirmed. Basically, 6 hours or so after I did that video. So I'm basically gonna be fan casting right now, like saying who I think we'll see, etc. But yeah, that makes me want to think Ewan will probably confirm or whatever this at Celebration, since nobody from Lucasfilm has confirmed this yet. But maybe. Give me a second, guys. My friends, I'm just messaging. But, yeah, so I'm gonna go over 2 articles from Star Wars News, and you guys tell me what you guys think. They were the first to break it, basically, in, on Star Wars Newsnet. Give me a second. Sorry, Hi, sorry about that. I don't know why, but I was checking my notifications, and then I accidentally closed the stream. But I'm basically going to be fan casting Obi Wan Kenobi a little bit quietly, and my niece, baby, whatever you want to call her, Isabella, is sleeping next door, so for about an hour now, but who knows. So I'm basically going to read over this article from Star Wars Newsnet first. Tell me what you guys think. I know, that's why I restarted, hopefully. Oh yeah, and also, why not just mention this? David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, the Game of Thrones creators, they're apparently they wrote a full trailer for Star Wars, along with at least one script, which makes me think, are they going to do 2 or 3, just because, that's a rumor right now? So, who knows? Maybe I'll put, oh wait, never mind, I cannot put Isabel on the, here, it may kick me. It may, disable my comments and stuff like that. Just like some other YouTubers out there. But yes, I'm going to be reading 2 articles, one from recently and one from February 19th. From my good friend John Hoey, I think that's how you pronounce his name, mentioning about Obi Wan Kenobi, since some people think that they can get away with this, some people didn't credit them for being one of the first sources ever, when it's this one was February. So there was a report / rumor or whatever, Obi-Wan series to be made for Disney Plus streaming service, which obviously got in a way confirmed yesterday. But, yeah. So he says, perhaps the most talked about and rumor-fueled wish list item among Star Wars fans and media has been an Obi-Wan Kenobi standalone project. Well, it sounds like that wish may have finally come true, but not how we envisioned it. Which is basically what yesterday's article was. The sources that they got were told that an Obi-Wan Kenobi limited TV series is happening, and that the next top priority for the Disney Plus streaming service, and that it could be as many as 6 episodes. I think it'll probably go longer, no offense, but there's just a bunch of questions if this were to be with you in it, obviously. because like a bunch of reporters say Ewan's confirmed, but Disney hasn't. But it's like maybe it'll go longer, depending on the timeline too. Like, is it what we think? Like after, like I don't know, 10 or whatever years after Revenge of the Sith, or is it like before the original trilogy, like before, like in the middle of Alec Guinness's thing, like they can probably, I don't know, like color Ewan's beard, color his hair, or just like digitalize it a little bit. Streaks, anything. But like, yeah. Hey. Like, or I forget exactly what they're doing with like Great Carrie Fisher, but they're kind of gonna digitalize her, like change her hair color, add wrinkles, take away wrinkles, like Photoshop her, but not really Photoshopping her. So it's like maybe they will do something like that for you, and if he does come back, like if it is like 10 or whatever years before Alec Guinness's Obi Wan Kenobi. Back to the article, my phone's like gonna die soon too, but yeah. The Kenobi project was initially supposed to be filmed, as had been reported several times over the last few years, but everything changed after the disappointing box office performance of a solo Star Wars story, which I loved. Maybe look at Disney Plus TV series. No offense for like people that are probably gonna watch this video and like comment down below saying Solo sucked or yeah. Plus, like, a bunch of people over Star Wars News Net, they got this hashtag trending. It's still kind of trending. Make Solo 2 happen, and they got it noticed by some of the creators of the Solo movie, even the director. They were told that the Kenobi film was actually supposed to start production shortly after Solo premiered. That explains why Ewan McGregor was at the premiere. Then again, everybody else was. I think Billy D. Williams was there. I think Harrison Ford was there. I'm not too sure now. And I'm sure a bunch of people will probably come out for the Rise of Skywalker thing. Since it's like the final movie, so it's like Billy D. Williams will probably show up. I don't know about like any of the like non-saga people. Like, will any of the Rogue One people come out? Even though you would think that. But yeah. This certainly puts much more clarity on that famous Bob Iger rethinking our approach statement from last year, where like Solo stopped and then they thought of another plan. Bob Iger did. This may also explain why Ewan McGregor was at the Solo premiere, as they may have expected an announcement for Kenobi film to come soon thereafter. His stock replies to interview questions aside, Ewan McGregor has been on board with returning as Kenobi since day one. Like, there's been a bunch of them from, like, Collider, a bunch of press things. There's Wired Autocomplete, where one is Ewan McGregor returning to Star Wars? And he's, like, shrugging his shoulders. He even, like, said it for, like, the Golden Globes, I believe, for his win on Fargo. John Hoey even says that he would be the first to admit he would have never imagined a Kenobi project being a TV series. I'm sure y'all wouldn't, because some of us prefer to see this for the big screen, like 2 hours or whatever of a Ewan McGregor-filled movie. As he might find it hard enough to fill a 2-hour movie with an old hermit Ben Kenobi could be doing during the time he is supposed to be in exile, but here we are. He has no doubt that they will give Kenobi the stage and treatment he deserves, as this could potentially be one of the first Star Wars projects since The Force Awakens that actually fans can unite around, especially after hearing the script is great. So, like, they are going to take parts of the script and tweak it into the TV series. There's no confirmation on whether or not an announcement of the series is imminent. Yes, there is. Or that it will be announced at Star Celebration. If we don't... Here, I'm just going to stop right there for a second, but I think possibly if we don't get something for D23, maybe he'll appear for Celebration in August. Next year, obviously. I will probably be live streaming this. Like, the Star Wars Celebration thingy. If not, I'll just, like, probably do a Skype thingy. And then once in a while, I'll, like, come in between breaks, give you guys breakdowns, whatever. Like, we'll probably have an announcement, trailers, who knows what Obi Wan Kenobi. Maybe we'll have more insight then, too. I don't know. What do you guys think about the Benioff and Weiss situation, though? Like, are we going to get them at D23 or Celebration? At least to give us, like, a timeline or something. My foot just fell asleep when I said timeline or something. Though if it's not good standing, that it makes sense. And although there are many TV series rumors out there right now, we are told this one is happening and will go into production. We can get into speculation on what it will be about, who will be in it, or who may be returning later. I'm probably going to do that in a few seconds or so, but as always, Star Wars News Net will keep you up to date if we learn more details about the project. But it is a good time to be a Star Wars fan. Thanks for reading. And then just recently, yesterday, he put up another article. I'm like, Trey, I'm shaking again. My phone's like right here, and I'm like shaking. But yeah. But so yesterday, Deadline confirmed that an Obi Wan series is confirming for Disney Plus. A good friend over at Disney Plus named Grant. Give me a second. I'm just making sure that I'm like saying like the right person's like name or whatever. Instead of just saying Grant and then his name be something else. Grant Davis says, nearly 6 months after their initial scoop, the one that I basically just read for you guys, it looks like a major Hollywood trade is on the Obi Wan Kenobi train, which started reviving its engines up again with a new report from another website earlier yesterday. According to Deadline, Ewan McGregor is indeed going to return to his role as the Jedi Master in the new live-action series from Disney Plus. Also, it's confirmed Rian Johnson is still doing this film. Yeah, why not just throw that in there? In Deadline's report, they note that McGregor is set to return after 3 appearances in the prequel trilogy, The Phantom Menace, Attack the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith, and a voice-only cameo in The Force Awakens. He can plainly be heard whispering, "These are your first steps to Rey," after Alec Guinness's older version of the character addresses her by name, thanks to some clever audio editing. That may actually apparently be the case as well for The Rise of Skywalker, because apparently there's going to be another line from Alec Guinness, but it's going to sound like Ewan, so maybe something similar to that. These are your first steps, or something will happen again. Unless he shows up. My foot's tickling. I'm going to scream in a second, Trey. You better take your headphones out. I may do, McGregor is currently set to do a few reshoots for the DC Films project, Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn film, and after that, he doesn't appear to be signed up for anything else, so they could presumably be filming the show sometime next year. No showrunner, writers, or directors for the project have been selected, but there's... Good, I may scream. My foot is, like, tickling, so I may do... Plus, there's also rumors going on that Ewan McGregor could do a couple of episodes. Good boy. We've been told that originally the Obi Wan Kenobi project was to begin life as a film, with it being the first release after The Rise of Skywalker for a presumed December 2020 or December 21 release window. Had all gone well, the announcement would have happened shortly after the release of Solo. However, after troubled development cycles on Rogue One, which was widely successful at the box office, and Solo, which wasn't, Lucasfilm decided to cut back on the idea of doing a Star Wars movie a year and instead having shift their focus on developing trilogies from Rian Johnson, the showrunners of Game of Thrones, at their own pace. Thankfully, the advent of Disney Plus presented Lucasfilm with new opportunities to tell smaller Star Wars stories outside the theatrical format. And there are plenty. Just look at how fellow Disney subsidiary Marvel Studios already has 5 shows lined up for the streaming service. Redeveloping Obi Wan Kenobi as a premium quality television series instead of a movie was not only a great idea to them, but one that would benefit from having more than 2+ hours to tell a story with the character. I think it's probably going to be like an hour or so per episode. There's going to be 6 episodes. But who knows? If it's that good, maybe more. Depending on the timeline, like I keep on saying as well. As far as we know, the series will be 6 episodes, like I just said, 6 episodes long, and the script for the pilot is apparently great. According to a source that we specifically spoke to them months ago, that they did, obviously. It's great to see a scoop like this play out after a long period of waiting. Or 6 to 8 episodes, as THR's Boris Kit is reporting that crazy but true news. Ewan McGregor is negotiations, even though people keep saying it's confirmed, to return as Obi Wan Kenobi for Disney Plus event miniseries. Would be 6 or 8 episodes according to a source, but who knows, like I keep on saying. The entitled Obi Wan Kenobi series, which for some odd reason I just think is probably just going to be called Kenobi. And I'll probably tell you guys why. Solo and Star Wars story kind of sucked. Like, it could have just been called Solo, or like Solo and then like had a subtitle. Same with like Rogue One. Then again, that needed the marketing, I guess, for Rogue One, a Star Wars story, but they could have just called Solo something else. Maybe Kenobi something is just Kenobi. Thank goodness it's not a movie. Like, no offense, but like it probably would have been called Kenobi, a Star Wars story. The untitled Obi Wan Kenobi series is in development at Disney Plus. Hopefully we'll get to hear more about it at D23 next Friday. I don't think it's live streamed, but like if we get anything, I'll do like trailer reactions. I'll be like, oh, guys. Although that's not necessarily with Disney keeping tight-lipped about what projects will be shown at their film and Disney panels. But who knows? If you guys have seen that Marvel one, then yeah. Like, if you guys have seen the San Diego Comic-Con, there was a like surprise that was going on. It's like, is this gonna be a surprise? Or would they hold it up for a celebration? So, like, I'm thinking this. The lights go down after, like, Bob Iger says that there's a certain surprise. And then, yeah, he turns around to, like, face back to, like, the audience. And he has Ewan has a plastic lightsaber in his hand. And, I don't know, like I was almost like a glove, but he's got both of his hands. And then he just turns back on the lights, or somebody else does from like the sides, and he turns around and takes off his hood, sort of like Obi-Wan Kenobi Alex version in episode 4. And he's like, hello there. My voice hurts a little bit. I may take a break at like the 30-minute mark. I still got my Tim Hortons tray. Some little girl didn't let me eat my Tim Hortons. She was pulling my hair after I was done on that Facebook Live video and everything. And I pulled hers lightly. But yeah, I mean, like, if you're still watching, it says one person. I wish that this app right here, let me see if like who was watching. Like, I probably do, or nope, I can't. I don't have like the ability to block anyone either, apparently. which sucks. I may have to like, have like special technology or whatever. Yay! Yay! But yeah, so anyways, I'm basically gonna play fan casting Obi Wan Kenobi. Like I said, speculating who I want to return. Yeah. Like those type of thingies. I may not include like some people from Rebels, even though I think it's been confirmed a little bit, but like not by Disney, that Ray Parks is going to be returning as Darth Maul. But it's like, huh? Or like it's a rumor, so it's like, is he? Is he not? So I'm not going to be including him. No offense. I'm not going to be including like any Rebels characters or the Clone Wars one, even though Ahsoka Tano probably could show up. Depending on the timeline, like I keep on saying, but I kind of want it to be like between 3 and 4. Like episode 3 and 4. Which could be that if Ray Park's back. I'm trying to think. Brie Larson. Rosario Dawson from like Rent and stuff. I'm trying to think exactly. Oh yeah, Naomi Scott would be great. People for Ahsoka Tano. I was almost like that girl from The Mandalorian, but she would probably be a little bit too old. I forget her name, Gia Carano or whatever. Like, no offense, like she looks a little bit too old to play Ahsoka, but who knows? Plus, I guess it depends on her performance in Mandalorian. Maybe I'll do a separate video, like, tomorrow regarding Mandalorian, like who I want to show up, who I don't, type thingy, since that one's coming so close. Like, Disney streaming services in November, guys. I'm probably gonna get that, but hopefully Jacob, my nephew, does not take my iPad and watches The Avengers, because I'll be watching Mandalorian, especially if Kenobi gets rumored, if Leia gets rumored. Like, if Kenobi gets confirmed, my iPad, Jacob, especially if it's what we think, that Ewan McGregor returns and everything. But, yeah. So I'm now basically going to go over fan casting thingy. Maybe I'll show you guys pictures as well, even though my sister has my phone charger. My phone's like in the 90%. It's not good. So, if we were to go after Revenge of the Sith, but like, I don't know, 10 years or whatever, Jacob Tremblay would be my pick. He's like 13 or whatever. He kind of looks like a younger Mark Hamill. Oh, or this guy named Noah Scap from Stranger Things. He's Will Byers in the show. He's like 13 or whatever too, so he could probably work. Millie Bobby Brown would be my Leia if she showed up. Even though she probably wouldn't, but like on a different planet. Hence the, help me, Obi Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope type thingy. Trying to think. This is really fun. Maybe Bail Organa Jimmy Smits will be back. Yoda definitely should. James Earl Jones is getting pretty up there. Like, he's in his 80s. So it's like, how long is he going to be around for? But maybe there's like a voice actor out there that does impersonations or sounds exactly like Darth Vader to do the voice. If he disappear and like Hayden Christensen can be the body. Oh my god. I would actually, okay, I'm not going to like D23 or Celebration, guys, but I would probably be like one of those people that faints if like if you and Hayden were to come out there. Because some people speculate that they could be in the Rise of Skywalker as well. I'll probably go over like a breakdown of like that little rumor eventually. One of these days. Trey, I'm shaking with my iPad now. I'm like this. Earthquake. No. Oh yeah, and right before I forget, Joel Edgerton should be back as Owen Lars. I almost said Lars Owen. Hey guys, if you guys have Netflix, there's this movie, it's called James Gunn. It's from like 2015, I believe. And that's like one of the other steps of getting Kenobi to be there. It's a Western. Natalie Portman, who plays Padme, is in this. Maybe we'll get a Force version of her. I mean, like a throwback or a flashback sequence with like Natalie Portman back, or Keira Knightley as Padme, just because like they kind of look like. Maybe even like it's a good chance to like get like Jake Lloyd, the kid that played Anakin Skywalker. I don't know, like, what does he sound like now? There's this Christmas movie that I used to love called Jingle All the Way. I used to call it Jamie Wants a Turbo Man, and he was in that probably before Star Wars. With like Arnold Schwarzenegger, this comedian named Sinbad, and a bunch of other people. But yeah, and Joel Edgerton, the guy who plays your young Uncle Owen from like episode 2, I think, and 3. He and Natalie Portman and Ewan are in this movie called Jane's Got a Gun, which is Western. Obviously, Ewan's a bad guy though. But Natalie and Joel are good guys. Or girls, whatever. But I'm gonna get off, guys. I'm gonna go eat my late lunch. Thanks to baby. My food's cold, Trey. My food is cold. This is cold. And this is cold. Maybe I'll be back later, though. Like, I keep on saying. And definitely I want Ewan McGregor to return, guys. Like, I'm probably gonna cry if I don't. Oh. And Liam Neeson to return as well. I almost forgot him, but Force Ghost, Qui-Gon Jinn, maybe Reese Winter as well. Okay, bye.